Hey all, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Erin. I'm the Two Martini Stitcher, both here on YouTube and on Instagram. My pronouns are she, her, and this is my channel about cross stitch, sometimes knitting, which I should have brought over because I do have some knitting progress, but we'll just deal with that in the next video. It has been a little while. It's been maybe 2.5 weeks since I've been back. I was hoping to get back a few days earlier, but the weeks are just going by the way they are. It is Sunday, February, maybe the 18th. Not even sure of the date. Around there. It's the Sunday after Valentine's Day, and I have lots to show. I thought about just waiting until the 1st of March, but I've already had quite a bit of stitching, and so we're gonna get to it. I have finishes to show, I have whips to show, some plans, a little bit of stash enhancement. We may even chat a little bit Nashville market pre-releases because last year I felt like I did not purchase very many things, and this year there's some good stuff out there. There is definitely some good stuff. But let's go ahead and jump in, and we're going to start with finishes. I think last I left you, I filmed right at the very beginning of February, and we talked about marathon for MMIWG2S that I'm doing with my friends Rachel Ray Crafts, Michelle Bendy, Jessie of Mislaid Pages, and Alicia, she's Resist Stitch on Instagram. We all get together, do this fantastic marathon. I'll put links below where we pledge 100 hours to our stitching in whatever form that takes. Some people are doing 100 hours on a single project. I know Michelle's doing 100 hours of like challenge stitching, like she's pulling different challenges. I am dedicating 100 hours to finishing. So my 100 hours, I'm counting on things that I am working for a finish on, like in the immediacy, not like they'll be finished someday down the line, but that I could get finished during this 100 hours. So, which also plays well with my 24 finishes in 2024 that I've been shooting for. So last time I was here, I showed you my second finish of the year, my first marathon finish, and I have a few more. The first one I want to show you is not marathon and is not 24 and 24. However, it was my first most magnificent Ink Circles round robin project that came home to me all finished. And I had to share the beauty with you. Look at this. This was the first round robin that was hosted by Michelle Benty. This is After the Roses by Ink Circles, stitched on a 36 count color and cotton linen in Swiss Coffee, I believe, with all the called for colors. I was part of the purple squadron, and look at that amazingness that they helped me stitch this up. And I appreciate it so much because it's so beautiful. I am going to, at some point on the other half of this, do By Any Other Name by Ink Circles with like either the exact same or similar colors. I think I'm going to keep all the same greens. I think she calls for 2 different colors of like red for the roses, which I may do because like rose hips and roses are different colors, but I think I'm going to keep all the greens and then they'll match. So someday I'll jump into another Ink Circles round robin and get By Any Other Name stitched up. In the meantime, I probably will get that framed or frame it myself and get it up on the wall. So exciting. Okay, so that was not a marathon finish or a 24 finishes in 2024 finish, but it was a finish nonetheless, so I wanted to show it to you. This next finish, however, it was one of the projects that I had slated for a finish in February. So this was my third finish of the year and the second one for marathon. And this was Coffee First. I think it's Coffee First by With Thy Needle and Thread. And I was well on my way to finishing this last time I saw you, but I had that whole cup still to do. This is on a 36 count Be Stitch Me linen in coconut shell with my own conversion. I mean, it's similar. It's similar to what the model looks like, but it was some Stitchy Box silk, some color and cotton maybe. I don't know. And the rest of this linen is now kitted with Coffee Quaker for a start next year. I was going with Natural Light. I hope it's holding out on me. It's a gray day, but we had enough light that I was going to try to do Natural Light instead of the ring light. But if it gets really dark, I might have to pause and get the ring light going. Okay, so there is that finish. Coffee first. And then I picked up my next project that I had targeted for a February finish and got this one finished as well. So this is finish 4 for the year, finish 3 for marathon. And this is My Stitcher's Heart. This is the box top. My Stitcher's Heart, here I brought the chart pack over, is by Hands On Design. And it had 3 patterns in it. I've already stitched the pin cushion and then I did the box top. I don't think that I'm going to do the other 2, at least not right now. I might hang on to the chart because they would be really cute smalls for a smalls exchange. But, and this is all called for. Platinums, Weigart linen, called for flosses, and I'm hoping to get this FFO'd pretty soon. There's the pin cushion. I do need to do the back stitching around that you use to whip stitch and finish it. So we're just knocking them out. We're knocking them out. I'm so excited. So that was all my February stitching done by the 14th. I think I finished the My Stitcher's Heart box top on the 14th. So then like I have the whole rest of the month to play with other projects that might get finished. And the first thing that I decided I was going to do was a SAF, a start and finish. So this was not a whip, but I still counted it in marathon. So this was a piece that when I was going through all my kitted up projects, looking for things for next year, this was in there all kitted up and it was small. And I thought that would be great to stitch up for a smalls exchange for one of the retreats I'm going to next year. So I start and finished this little Lizzy Kate. I think it's called Stitching Forever. And I don't even know what this piece of fabric is that I had in there. It looks like a 25 or 28 count Lugana, maybe mushroom. And I stitched it with all the DMC, called for DMC, but look how cute this is. It came out a little bigger than what I had in my mind for finishing for a smalls exchange. But I thought, oh, it would be the perfect size for like a little like thread bed or floss folio type deal. I don't really know how to make one of those, but my dear friend Nancy said, send it to me, I'll finish it. Because she's one of the most lovely people I know. And so this is getting mailed off to her tomorrow to get finished for smalls exchange, probably for Stitch North. So there we go. So that's finished what? 1, 2, 3. Finish 3 for marathon and finish 5 for the year. 4 for marathon. 4 for marathon. My 4th finish for marathon. And I think I am like 28 hours into my 100-hour marathon. So I better get going. I've only been tracking the time on things that I am stitching for an immediate finish. And there has been other stitching. All right, that's all of my finishes. I will show you my extra other stitching. The first up is my 25/7 piece that I've been working on. You have all seen this for several months now, and that's Oh Joyous Day by Blackbird Design. This is the first thing I stitch on every day for 25-30 minutes, a couple strands, however it works out, and I'm making good progress. Look at this. This whole top band to here is all done. All done. So I think since I last saw you, I think I did these 2 flowers, brought this down, finished off these bands. So much satin stitching. I can get you up close so you can see so much satin stitching in these little zigzags, but it has a most amazing effect. There's a little Algerian eyelet. There's some Smyrna crosses in there. And so, yeah, so I'm making good progress on this. Hopefully this will be a finish. I don't know. What do we think? I had originally said, oh, I hoped by June, but now I'm thinking maybe April? Do we think I could get this finished by April? Maybe. I have quite a bit of travel coming up, and I don't take this with me when I travel. But there. Oh, and I got this all filled in. This was not filled in. I had mentioned that I had lost a floss, and I didn't know where it was, but I thought it would turn up. Ah, it turned up. Actually, it turned up in my dryer. So I need to put it on a floss drop because it came out of my dryer in a wad. I must have stuck it in a pocket. I knew it would pop up, and it sure did. So rocking and rolling on Oh Joyous Day. And then the other project that I've been working on here and there and has been a fantastic travel project, I was out of town one weekend so far this month, is the Modern Folk Embroidery No Time Like the Present, this year's Stitch Along. It is the best travel project because it all fits in this fantastic bag from Evertote that I got at Stitch North last year. And I just keep like a pair of scissors in there. And I even keep a pair of stitching glasses in there just in case. Oh, there's my extra floss. But it's 2 colors. 2 colors. And my project fits in there. Perfect. Easy peasy. That and my tablet is all I need. And I am finished with my stitching for March. Now, Jacob has this broken into sections that I believe is like 3,200 stitches each section so that you finish it in 10 months. I'm just looking to finish it this year, so I'm shooting for 3,000 stitches a month and done. So this is 6,000 stitches into No Time Like the Present. This is such a fun stitch. You just get going on this and these stitches just fly, and I think it looks so good. I'm loving this stitch. It makes me want to go back and start Reaching Skyward, last year's Stitch Along. Not right now. Not right now. I might have to put that on the list for a start next year, though. I might. We will see. Okay. Other miscellaneous stitching is my Mira Monday stitching. I have stuff spread all over the table. And I'm hoping that my kitchen isn't too dirty behind me because I just watched Anna Flosstube, and she's been watching on a big projector lately, and she mentioned that on a big projector she can see all the dust in people's houses. So Anna, don't look at my dirty kitchen. If I had to have an immaculate house to film a Flosstube, never happened. All right, so this is my Mira Monday stitching. I've been working on this every Monday. I also have this slated for a finish this year. And that's Touching the Autumn Sky. What? So I think I worked on her at least one Monday, maybe 2 since you've seen it. And I've been working just all back down here in this skirt flying behind her. Gorgeous it is. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. And this is just really, it's amazing. If you put a little bit of consistent work into pieces, they get done. But right now I'm in kind of bigger chunks of color down there. And so I feel like I'm making good progress and that I'll have no problem getting this done this year with Mira Monday stitching with my friend Sarah. Memphis Sarah E. And I know Nancy started this. There are just tons of people lately that are working on Touching the Autumn Sky. I know Pam from Stitch New England is. Just lots of fun. So if you have that chart hanging around, this is your official excuse to start it and stitch on Mondays. Okay. I also was able to jump on Michelle Bendy's Quaker Zoom. She started her Quaker Zoom again. So I jumped on and worked on Quaker genetics. So I had this slated for a finish this year and thought, oh, it'd be easier to get it done rather than sit down and try to bang this whole thing out to do like one medallion a month. So I had already done this month's medallion, but I couldn't resist a chance to jump on that Quaker Zoom, and I almost got this entire one done. I think I put in these letters up here and almost got that medallion done. And this is stitched on. I think I forgot to give you all the information on Touching the Autumn Sky and Jacob's. I have a link to my WIP spreadsheet in the description box. So if ever I forget to tell you fabric floss and you're interested, you can hit up that link and it'll show you. It has all my projects listed in there, current WIPs. This is on 36 Count Coffee Club by Bestitch Me with, I think, mostly called for colors. I changed out, I think this was called for some Gentle Arts and I'm using a color and cotton. But I think these are otherwise are the called for espresso bean and cherry bark. Yeah. So the main colors are called for. This looks so good. I love it. I'm excited to have it finished. And hey, if Michelle keeps doing Quaker Zooms, I get this done in no time. No time. All right. Is that it for extra stitching? I think so. So my current marathon finish stitching is I decided to go after doing stitching forever. I said, well, let's just move ahead. Let's plow ahead into March. I do have some travel in March. So I figured good idea to get a head start on the two projects I had slated for a finish in March. And the first one I picked up was, there are multiple charts in here, is this one. Another hands-on design. Kathy just does great things. So this is Garden Duet. And I already had this one stitched. So I just needed to stitch and finish up this one. So I started on that. I am doing this on 32 Count Honey by Bestitch Me with my own stash flosses. It's still in the same, like I took inspiration from this and just pulled my own stash flosses. So here is Harmony. And then I got to start on Prosperity over here. So this is what I'm working on now. Ooh, doesn't that look good? That looks good. So yeah, so I didn't have any of this. So I've started on this and this is going to be the next finish. Hopefully, I don't think it'll take that long. Maybe a few more days, maybe 3 more days, and I'll get that one all done. And then this is a series. So I have the rest of them that are going to get started next year, and they're all in here. So this is the summer set, Summer Harvest, and then there's Twice Blessed is the fall, and Winter Solstice is the winter. And they all come with the little wool felt buttons to do these this wool penny border. And I apparently had summer all kitted up already. Look at that. Also just a stash conversion, I think, with some blue fabric. So as I keep kitting, these will eventually all get kitted up. It looked like I pulled fabric for a while ago for the autumn ones, and I got nothing. So, you know, we'll finish this up and the other ones will get kitted as we go. All right. So that is all of my finishes and WIPs. Plans. Let's talk plans. After I finish Garden Duet, is that what that's called? Yes. I'm going to move on to my next March project that I have slated for a finish, and that is Do Clover by Al Forrest Embroidery. I've had this kit for quite a while. I know the Pick-a-Whip prompt by Marjorie is a whip that you started in 2022. I think I might have started this in 21. Garden Duet I might have started in 22. So I'll have to look and see if either of those fit for Pick-a-Whip, because that'd be kind of fun. But I figured I'd show you where I am on Do Clover, because hopefully when I come back I'll have more work done on it. So I am a little over halfway. This is the one that's going to need quite a bit of, this might take the rest of my marathon, honestly, to finish, because I still have all of this down here to do. And I'm stitching this. I think this is on Platinum. I didn't use the kit fabric just because it was a little tighter margins than I wanted, but I am using all the kit flosses. I think that needle minder came in the kit. And there is Do Clover. So hopefully there's more on that the next time you see it. Other plans, of course, is Long Dog Leap Day Sal. I am seeing so many people that are joining in on the Long Dog Leap Day Sal, which makes me just so excited. I can't wait to see everybody starting long dogs on Leap Day this year. And I'm going to sit down and start mine and hopefully get a good, like, respectable start on it, because then that's all it's going to get for a while. But so that's big plans. And then the other plan that I'm kind of brewing on has to do with Nashville Needlework Market. If you all have been seeing all of the sneak peeks, I highly recommend Abby. Lindy Stitches is also, Steph at Lindy Stitches is doing Flosstube videos showing all the new things coming out. Fantastic. And then Abby, Top Knot Stitcher, has also been doing on her Instagram just tons of roundups, and there's a whole section on her shop that's all newest releases. So I have placed 2 orders so far, pre-orders with Abby, and one of the things in that order is Arlene Cohen's Work by ABC's new chart coming out called 324. I will put a picture here of what it looked like, what it looks like, not what it did look like, what it looks like. It's a brand new chart. Besides, like, how geometric it looks and all the fun motifs, her inspiration for this was some lace, because she does most gorgeous lace, and lace inspired patterns, but also the DMC thread card. And there are 324 colors of DMC, and she designed that chart specifically with 324 motifs. I know, it's just, it's too good. And each motif is a different color of DMC. So if you have a master set, like, each one, I think she said, is like 11 by 11 or 15 by 15. They're small. They're small little motifs, and maybe 12 by 12. I don't know. They're small. So it only takes a little bit of thread. But I was very tempted by it, and I messaged Abby and I said, this is very, very tempting. And she said there is a stitch along brewing, which I maybe can't resist, because they're going to do 1 motif a day starting on 324, because the chart is 324 colors of DMC. My birthday, 324. Oh, like, it has to happen, right? It has to happen. So even though I am whipping down this year, and I am on good pace to be well under 50 whips, so I think an extra start that I wasn't planning will be okay. And this one, just, it all feels too good. So so that is maybe also in the plans to start. I do not have a master DMC set, so I'm going to start collecting by the, like, columns. I have that DMC thread card. So I'm going to start, and that's how she has them organized on the chart, is by like the columns. So I'm going to start collecting, and that's going to be a planned start for next month. I have a doggy that is scratching at the door and wants to come in, so hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I think that's it for plans. So I'll just show you the few things that I have picked up, which is all linen. All of my purchases so far have been linen. I got my Color and Cotton fabric of the month in, and this is, does it say what month? Oh yeah, this is the February, and it is Hay Bale Medium. They sometimes do these colors where they'll do a light, medium, and deep color. So this is the medium of Hay Bale. Looks fantastic. So good. I also got a delivery from Jessie at Mislaid Pages, and they had done a linen for Dee's stitch along this year, Stitch for Pride stitch along, which I don't know how I like missed that in December, and I have serious FOMO. I'm so enjoying watching everybody stitch that, and I totally understand why Dee can't open it back up. That's so much work, but I will be paying much better attention this December in case Dee decides to do it again. However, Jessie did a special linen for that stitch along, and they had, I think, some extra pieces that were ready to ship in their shop. It's called Determination, and look how gorgeous it was. So even though I cannot do the stitch along, I can have a little piece of it in this gorgeous linen that is so beautiful. I don't know if Jessie has any more of this in their shop, but you know, go check out Jessie's shop. They might, and if not, there will be other beautiful, wonderful things there that I'm sure that you can pick up, including their new Nashville releases. So that's from Jessie at Mislaid Pages. I had also placed an order with Jody, Cedar River Linen, for her new colors. And I happened to be down that direction. I am lucky enough that Jody is local to me, and so I was able to not have to wait for the mail and pick up my order. And I got a piece of each of the new colors. I don't know that the light is going to do these justice, but I am going to show them. So I got a fat quarter of 36 count in all of the new colors, and this is the darkest of the new colors. This is Coffee Stain. Look how beautiful. This linen is so good. So there is Coffee Stain. Just look at that. Beautiful. Jody's fabrics are so good. So that's Coffee Stain. This is Maple Bar, which is so fantastic. I mean, it's like the perfect neutral for so many samplers. I can see so many. I already have an idea of what might be going on this one. Pretty sure I know which start for next year is going to go on this one. And this one, this is Spindrift, and I'm going to need all of the Spindrift. So all of it, yards and yards of it in all the counts. And I just know that this color is not going to come across on camera and pictures. And it is so good in real life. That's, I just look at that. I know it's not coming across. It just has, it's an off-white with just like the most beautiful, subtle modeling. Everything's going to look fantastic on this. See, that's, I just trust me. Go get yourself a piece of Spindrift. You will not be disappointed or sad. And this is already kitted up with a project for next February to start, which I will show. I'm almost done kitting up all of my starts for next February, and I will show those in my next Flosstube. So at the end of February, very beginning of March, I'll come back and hopefully have at least one more finish for you. And I will show all of the projects that I have kitted up for next February. And one of them is going on Spindrift, and it's a small, and I might have to break my rule and cut this piece so that I can kit it with more things. It's so beautiful. It is so pretty. All of Jody's linens are so pretty, but when I got this home and saw it in natural light, I just thought none of the photos I've seen or videos have done this justice. They haven't. So you should all go get some and pick up even more colors of Jody's linens. So I think that's it. That's all I have for today. I feel like I blew through that pretty fast. Hopefully I did. And now I'm going to go work on my taxes and edit this video. So not as much fun, but I'm going to eat my vegetables and do my taxes, and then I can sit down and stitch. And I hope all of you are having a wonderful February and are finding some time to stitch and do the things that bring you joy. And I will see you back here in a few weeks. Bye.